I'm back with another review, this time on the NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Face Primer. If you'd like to hear my experience while I was using this product, what I think, would I repurchase it, just my review, please keep on watching. I just want to thank my new subscribers, and for those of you who may be watching this and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Outside of it being free, my channel is about reviews, hauls. Yes, I haul, but I'm also into project pans, finishing up my products, and being all excited for empties. So if you like that kind of stuff, then this is the channel for you. And don't forget, before you leave, go ahead and thumbs up this video. Any questions, concerns, anything you want to ask me, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. So this is the product that's under scrutiny review. It was tested, and it's the NYC, which is New York color, Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer, and it's a base primer. Now when I got it, I didn't realize until I was home that there may be other shades, but this one says shade 684. Now the packaging is pretty nice, has a black cap, it's in a tube form, it's not a pump, and you get 1 fluid ounce of product. So that's like almost the same as the amount of foundation you usually get from regular foundations. I noticed most are 1 ounce. They have some that are a little more and some are a little less. For example, the BH foundation is like 0.8 fluid ounce or something like that. So this is kind of like the standard size. The cost was really inexpensive. I paid $2.99 for this primer a couple months back. I think that was like in May, and I've used it on and on, and recently I ended up having a primer in my Finish 5 by Fall, so I was like using up other products, and so this was on the back seat. So now that I am using up other products, I don't have any primer ready to be in any project, I decided I'm going to try this and a couple others and just see what works, as I swear by the Benefit Professional and Hyaluronic Face Primer. I really love those face primers, and I've tried others like the Smashbox and the Sephora brand, and I really also like those. So I want to try out some others and see if I get any like holy grail kind of stuff, especially from the drugstore. I have done a review on the Rimmel, and that is something that I have actually did enjoy. No, that was in my first project empties too. So I just want to see and play around with what I have, and I have a lot of primers. So pulled out this one and thought I will just go ahead and get a review since it is in my last couple weeks basket. So outside of it being just 1 fluid ounce, it comes with a bunch of claim like most face primers, but the whole point of a face primer after you moisturize is to actually set a nice canvas, smooth canvas. Some claim to fill in pores, some claim to help blur wrinkles, some just say it just helps your foundation to wear longer. So I'm going to read the claims of this and then answer and let you know if it did follow through with what it claimed to do. So it says, Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer can be worn alone or under your favorite NYC foundation to extend its wear. I don't own NYC foundations, however, just a touch of blush, Velma, you know, I've done swaps and collabs with her. She, I know, has been talking about her NYC foundation. There's one in particular, and she raves that it's really an awesome foundation. People don't rave about it. I really want to try that foundation out, maybe even with this primer, to see how well they both work together. I've seen in instances where primers and within the same brand actually work well together, and I've also seen them clash. So I want to just try it out and see how it works, maybe sometime in the future, but not right now because you know I am decluttering. So in addition to that, I noticed that this is to extend wear. I find that this does help. At first I thought it didn't, and I really did not like it when I was using it, but I think it varies with foundation and foundation types and texture and all of that. I'll tell you in what I think works really best with this kind of primer. It minimizes skin imperfections, for example lines and pores, for a perfect complexion. I do not think it really helps to hide a lot of pores and fine lines. It says it helps to minimize. Well, yeah, I guess it minimizes a very little. It does not, to me, is so considerable as some other face primers, but it does help a little. And but I do see a lot of my pores. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have large pores. I'm using a bunch of other things to work with that also. So my large pores that I had maybe even early in the year, I've noticed since I've been scrubbing, I'm using a face scrub on a regular basis, and also using my AHA lotion, that I've actually been able to work on the retexturizing of my face and also the regenerating of new cells on my face. It says here, skin feels smooth and silky and moisturized. That's like A++. Your skin does feel smooth, a bit silky, but totally moisturized. And I have to share this with you. I know a lot of times people say you moisturize then you prime. I have learned based on my experience, and a lot of times people can tell you, like I will share my knowledge on my experience, and things you may have to tweak it to suit your skin type and even your skin, and over time things can change. Sometimes I can actually use a moisturizer with a primer and it's fine. With this product in particular, I cannot use a moisturizer because it is so moisturizing. Some people will say, well, Ron, you have to always moisturize and your skin produce. I just realized that when I use no moisturizer, I've tried different consistencies in terms of thickness, more hydrate, thinner moisturizers. None really work well with this. And so this works really well. I use it as a moisturizer and also as my primer when I actually use it. It says enriched with vitamins to help protect from damaging effects of free radicals. I have not noticed that my face breaking out, and I'm swapping between two foundations right now, so I'm not seeing that at all being an issue. I have used other face primers where they would bleed like after a couple hours in a day. My foundation have to go and my face feels almost bare and icky and stuff like that. I have not noticed that with this. Complexion looks luminous, natural and fresh all day long. It does look luminous, and depending on which foundation I use, it can appear natural, but in terms of fresh, no, I think I sometimes end up a bit greasy. Now I'm using a combination with this because this is so moisturizing, and I think it's working really best for me. The foundation that seems to be working best with me in using this has actually been the Revlon Photo Ready, because it has a thicker consistency and it's more medium to full coverage. I have tried this with my Rimmel matte foundation, the mousse, and it did not work well. I felt that my face got really greasy with it, and it was not helping that foundation to remain matte or even last a bit. It will start off matte, but then in like an hour's time my face got very greasy. Also with the BH Cosmetics, which foundation which I'm using currently, I noticed that this does not work well with that, so I cannot really use this primer with my BH Cosmetics, which I have a review coming, but it's a very moisturizing foundation. So any thick outside, for me personally, the Rimmel, any thick foundation, like say the Revlon Color Stay, the Revlon Photo Ready, MAC Pro Long Wear, even the MAC Studio Fix, those thick foundation, the Kat Von D, this will work okay. But if you find your thick foundation makes you look very greasy and oily, then you can't use this with it, which is why. So all in all, this product to me is one of those that you have to play around to make it work for you. It is inexpensive, and because it's so inexpensive, I was willing to try a variety of ways to actually get it to work. I realized too that if you have a mattifying powder, for example, you use any oil absorbing finishing powder, it actually helps to make this primer work. I have worn this primer with my Revlon Colors Photo Ready foundation and my Rimmel Stay Matte Press powder, and I have gotten like 16 hours way with this foundation. Being in the sun and heat and sweating and all of that, I had a day like that just recent, and I was so surprised that when I was going to bed, which was pretty late at night, that my foundation looked put, and I didn't really touch up or anything like that during the day. A lot of times that I don't really get a chance to touch up. I may change lip colors for video if I do video, but that's kind of like it. My days, I just don't get time to touch up and blot and that kind of stuff. I may take a tissue and pat my face, but that might be all. In terms of touching up my foundation or powder, I hardly ever get a chance to. So let me just show you the consistency and why I keep saying it's moisturizing. So this is what it looks like. I love that there is a spout here that fits into the hole, which makes it really good for travel, and also that it does not run, because if you just sit on top, you find that a lot of you get a whole bunch of product in the cap, which you're really not getting here. So it comes out very easy. It's very liquid in consistency. I just want to show you guys something. Can you guys see that? Yeah, so you have to be so careful when you're applying it. Almost every time I go very slowly applying it, because the first couple times I did apply a lot. So this is what it looks like, and you can see it's very thin and runny, and you have to, like, you know, spend a little time to get it worked in. Not anything crazy to work in, but once it's in, it actually absorbs really well. I don't think you can see it, but there is like you seeing it almost appearing to be extra moisturizing, and my hand still feels a bit wet. Now the product itself, I don't know if you guys can see this, it has a sheen to it. It's not, yes, it does absorb into the skin, but there's a sheen and a glow to it, like a luminous glow, and I guess that's because that's why the shade may come in. And I personally never really liked that, because I felt it made me look greasy. But I actually have not had any major issues with it with my Revlon Color Stay. Maybe that's why it does not work well with my BH, because my BH is not a matte finish foundation. Now it's actually dry and absorb into my skin already, so it's not that wet feel, and my hand does feel nice and smooth, and it also feels very hydrated. All in all, I actually like it. Would I repurchase it? I would consider repurchasing this product. What I've realized though is that when I come out of the shower and my skin is wet and so, if I just pat dry my face, I apply it and then I start dressing. I do it like if I am using it as a moisturizer, and that seemed to really be working best for me, and I enjoy that way. I would rate this product really a 4 out of 5. It's so inexpensive that I can definitely recommend anyone to try it out. Just because I know you wouldn't feel guilty that you've wasted money if it doesn't work, and you could always use this as a moisturizer if you find it's not working well as a face primer. So I would say try it, and I think I would look to see if there are what other shades they have, if there's any shade that may appear to be just neutral without any kind of sheen or shimmer in it, and maybe even purchase that and see how that one works. But I like it, and I would definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for staying till the very end and watching this video. I hope this review was helpful and it was able to assist you in whether you should get this product or not. And if you do use this product, let me know how it works for you, what your experience has been or was, so that other viewers can also benefit from you, and let us know also your maybe skin types. So until my next video, bye.